everyone. I am Kathleen Yunson.
Good day everyone, my name is Arvin Prince S. Anargon.
Good day everyone, Compassion here. For today's video, we're going to introduce you a story written by D.H. Lawrence, titled The Rocking Horse Winner. But with a twist, we're going to understand the story using the Marxism perspective. Stay tuned and let's wear our Marxist glasses.
So before proceeding to the story, let me give you a brief definition what is Marxism. So Marxism is all about examining society through class, money, and power. Like who controls the wealth, who benefits, who suffers. And if we apply this to the story, we'll see that the conflict is not just inside a family, but inside the capitalist system itself. For a better understanding of the story, we're going to show you a summarized video.
This is a story about a boy named Paul who lives with his father, mother, and two younger sisters. They live a pretty rich lifestyle, though both his father and mother don't make a lot of money. This creates financial pressure in the house, which drives Paul's mother to wanting more money. Paul's mother wishes that she were more lucky so that she could have more money. Paul tells her that he is lucky, but she doesn't believe him. Secretly, Paul has been betting on horse races with a pretty good success rate. Bassett, the gardener, makes the bets for Paul and they both have made a lot of money. Paul's uncle, Oscar, finds out about the horse betting and wants to be a partner in their endeavor. At first, Oscar is skeptical that Paul can pick the winners, but after a couple of big wins, he is convinced. Paul decides to give his mother some of his winnings through their lawyer. When his mother receives the money, she decides to stretch the family even more financially by spending more money. This stress affects Paul as he is now driven to make more money for their ever-growing lifestyle. Paul grows sicker by the week and he begins picking the wrong horses for the races. Fortunately, he only bets small amounts and doesn't lose a lot of money. As the Derby approaches, Paul is beginning to break down. One night, Paul's mother comes home late after a party and discovers that Paul is riding his rocking horse, screaming the name of the winning horse. Paul admits that after riding his rocking horse, he knows which horse will win the race. Bassett and Oscar make their bets for the Derby accordingly and await the results. In the end, Paul dies and leaves behind a large amount of money for his family because he bet it all on that final race.
What a tragic way to die. Now, let's proceed. Let's analyze the characters using the Marxist perspective.
Let's start with the mother. She is obsessed with money. She constantly says the family needs more, even though they already live decently. From a Marxist perspective, she represents a bourgeoisie, endless greed, always wanting more wealth, never satisfied, no matter the cost. She treats money as more important than love, which reflects how capitalism distorts human relationships.
Now let's proceed to Paul. The little boy is the tragic hero. He desperately wants to solve the family's financial problems by riding his rocking horse to magically predict the winners of horse races. His obsession with making money for his mother reflects how even children are trapped in the capitalist system. Just think of it. Instead of playing for fun, Paul works for profits. His childhood innocence is consumed by the ideology of capitalism, where value is measured not by love, but by money.
In the end, Paul dies after exhausting himself to win more money. The irony? He wins 80,000 pounds, yet it costs him his life. From Marxist perspective, this shows how capitalism exploits workers. They give their labor, their energy, sometimes even their lives. And in the end, the bourgeoisie still benefits while the worker perish. Paul's death is not just personal, it's symbolic of how capitalism drains the lower class for the profit of the upper class.
Kung kay Asian, huwag kang magiging greedy kasi dyan ka na mahuhuli. Kay Lawrence naman, huwag kang magiging greedy kung ayaw mo. So, what is Lawrence really telling us? He's showing us that in the capitalist society, love becomes secondary to money. children becomes victim of greed, and human worth is measured by wealth. And that class is why Marx would ride the rocking horse not to chase money, but to smash the system that makes us believe we always need more.
Cause nobody does it like you. I like you